The newsroom, where untold story is revealed.
Beyond the newsroom, BTN Media gwagena maaso n'okubeera ng'otulaba kyokola kya muwendo mungi nnyo okusinziira mu bitundu by'eggwanga eby'enjawulo gy'osinziira nammwe abali wabweru w'eggwanga mbagamba kimukola kya muwendo mungi nnyo nnyini ddala. His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu avuddeyo n'agenda maaso n'okubeera nga ate ayambalira His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni ku kuwambibwa kwa Dr. Kizza Besigye. Ebigambibwa mbu Dr. Kizza Besigye yagenze maaso n'okubeera nga awambibwa. Aliko obubaka bwagenze maaso n'okubeera nga amuweereza waasinziridde n'agamba tugenda kukozesa enkola yonna in all means okulaba nga tunoonya oba nga tusiikenga justice ya Dr. Kizza Besigye. Oba kwekalakasa oba ki byonna bakubikola. Wuuno no alangiridde kyekigenda okuddako mu kalulu byonna abyogedde. Agambye nti President Museveni bagezaako okubeera nga bajjawo okulonda abakulembeze b'eggwanga oba President abeere nga alondebwa mu Parliament such that atia field. Ebirala ebisinga ku ebyo byonna bibino mbikuleetedde. Nkusaba busabe video gimpereka like wogiwa like oba ogiwadde muliro ogugitambuza ate okutuuka ku buli sekinoomu eyo gyasinzirira. Njagala ate nkuwe video eno mu ddakiika emu yokka bweti osooka ogirabe ate tweyongereyo.
Demand for the immediate release of Dr. Kizza Besigye, and I call upon all people of good conscience to condemn this and to demand for the immediate release of Dr. Kizza Besigye. And this should remind us, if that happens to a senior international person, a leader like Dr. Kizza Besigye, abducted on Saturday, all of Saturday nobody knows, all of Sunday nobody knows, all of Monday nobody knows. It is Tuesday, there's no statement whatsoever, but we pick from his family that he has been brought to Uganda against international law, against all extradition laws. So we demand for the immediate release of Dr. Kizza Besigye wherever you are. Dr. Kizza Besigye, we stand with you, we respect you, and we will fight for your freedom just like you've always fought for our freedom.
Musajja mukulu Bobi agenze maaso n'okubeera nga ategeeza President Museveni bwamubuuza ku bubaka ki bw'amuwa n'amugamba nti weeyisenga emyaka gyo kubanga okimanyi, behave as your age kuba okimanyi buli kimu nga bwe kigenda maaso n'okubeera nga kitambula gira omule oveeyo ku ntebe.
Behave your age, oswala. You are an African man. Don't, you know, there's much more than just being in power. You know, take time and reflect and look at the man that you wear. Look at the amazing books that
Ebuvanjuba nebugwanjuba ewaka wasigala we wasinga. Beyond the newsroom gwe mukutu ogukuleetera ekyo ekisinga katiranga naffe ng'oyita ku noti 771 453 688 ne noti 744 26 45 na bino bikulu tetulanga bafere tetulanga basawo ba kinnansi n'abagwa mu koowa eryo mwebale kutuwagira. Thank you.
you either wrote or were written for you. And then think about your legacy. I know that most dictators don't care about legacy, but there's life beyond power. There's even life beyond existence. We as Africans are brought up to value legacy. So he should value that legacy. Uganda is greater than him. Uganda has been here before him. Uganda will be here after him. But he should respect himself.
Mungeri yemu ebyo nno bibadde bikyaliwo bityo bibadde bikyaliwo bityo Kyagulanyi Ssentamu agenze maaso n'okugamba nti boosi bagenda maaso n'okubeera nga bayimirira oboolyawo n'agamba nti gavumenti bagezaako okubeera nga bakola enteekateekezo okugyawo abantu okwerondera omukulembeze w'eggwanga babeere nga bamulondera mu palamenti naye ategeezezza nti waagerezaako okubeera nga yeetaba mazina g'enkima teyeewala ate enkima kubeera ng'emukuba mu kiragwayo.
Will there be an election? I'm telling you here that they are trying to scrap it because Museveni knows that I'm ready for him anytime, any day, and he does not want to go down that rat hole again. You know, not running against Museveni that we are going to be declared winners, but every time we drag him to the people, and put him, shine a light in him. He has no more lies. That's why he doesn't want more elections.
Okay. According to the Electoral Commission, there will be an election. What are the strategies that you're going to be deploying as the opposition in order to do what you have to do through the cycle, participate actively through the cycle, and then, get to the ballot at the end?
First, we have debated and agreed that you cannot leave a fight to, and we used the analogy of boxing. I'm a boxer myself, but you'll go in a ring with a person that is favored by the referees, and you'll have a fight. Even when you knock them down 10 times in a fight, and they give them a fight, you cannot say, okay, I'm going to boycott another fight. They bring another fight. We shall go to that ring, and we want to knock that person down so that they don't wake up.
Okay.
And dictators are removed before elections, during elections, and after elections.
Okay.
Kakati nno ebya Dr. Kizza Besigye bikyagenda mu maaso n'okubeera nga biranda. Bobi Wine yategeezezza nti bakozesa any mean oba enkola zonna okulaba nga banoonya oba nga basikinga justice eya Dr. Kizza Besigye. Kakati nno nga bwe tukutegeezezaako mu story yaffe evuddeko emabega nti mukyala we Winnie Byanyima avuddeyo n'ateeka ku mukutu gwe ogwa X ng'ategeeza nti bawe yagenda maaso n'okubeera nga akwatibwa mu ggwanga lya Kenya n'aleetebwa mu ggwanga erya Uganda era ng'aliko wagenda maaso n'okubeera nga akuumibwa oba oliawo mu kifo kya bannamagye ekimu.
Dr. Kizza Besigye has been apparently abducted in Nairobi. We condemn that. It is very, very shocking that Kenya, which used to be a safe haven for dissidents, is now increasingly becoming, an operational zone for the dictatorship in Uganda. We condemn that. We demand for the immediate release of Dr. Kizza Besigye.
Bobi Wine avuddeyo n'agenda maaso n'okubeera nga atangazaamu ku nsonga z'abaana abagezi maaso n'okubeera nga bakwatibwa nga balaga obutali bumativu bwabwe nga bayita ku mutimbagano nga bano nno babasiba nga bayita mu tteeka erya Computer Misuse Act. Waneno waaviriddeyo n'ategeeza nti ebyo byonna tubiraba naye era tugezaako okubeera nga oba oliawo tubirwanako.
That's double standards, that's shamelessness again, but it is typical when dictators are in their evenings. For example, my sister, I'm going to ask you, haven't you seen lots of people abusing me and my family and calling me lots of gross things? These people are not just anybody you find on the street, but those that abuse me are actually rewarded by positions. Any blogger that abuses me with the most gross words is going to either be made presidential advisor or going to be made RDC here and there. You've seen RDCs that even strip themselves, that abuse the king of Uganda, abuse traditional leaders, abuse everybody, that are obscene. You have seen them. You have seen religious leaders that come out and turn themselves into unimaginable things. These people are rewarded. You find a pastor who will say gross things about people that are opposing Museveni, and the following day you will see military escorts rewarded to them. And what happens to people that complain or that speak against Museveni? They are persecuted, they are arrested, they are tortured. I saw a young man who was so beaten and even his teeth removed. So this is double standards. Not that we support wrong language. No, we don't. We don't support insults. And we have spoken about it numerous times. But we must also understand what these young people feel. Think about a young person that went to school, finished studying, didn't get a job, left for Arab countries, hustled for years, got in Tandikwa, came back here, bought a boda boda. Boda boda was impounded by the police for no clear reason whatsoever. Their businesses are crushed and all that. When you find them on social media expressing themselves, you should understand when Museveni was our age, he did not go on social media He did not quarrel. He picked a few fellow thugs of his and they picked guns and they started killing, they started looting, they started raping. So much as I don't agree with verbal insults,
Mungeri yemu Bobi Wine ategezezza nti badde batambula nga bali mu country wide tour batuukako mu bitundu naddala ebyebusoga nga bantu bayo bakyabonaabona kyokka nga be bamu kwabo basinga ettaka egimu nga n'ebikajjo mwe bajjanga ekyokudda eri omumwa nga byasaanawo dda era nga akatale kaabyo kadobonkana. Ono nno waategereza nti kyekikolwa kyekimu kye bazze okubeera nga bakola ku mmwanyi teri kye bagenda kubeera nga bajongerako mutindo okuggyako okulumya bannansi obwavu n'okubeera nga munnange babafuga obwembola obwatali yadde kye basobola kuzza eri mumwa oba oliawo okufuna kye bateeka muzaamugula.
We went through Busoga and it was sickening. The poverty that is crushing people who are seated on very productive land. You would see acres and acres of sugarcane, but knowing that that sugarcane does not benefit them because it was crushed. We went to Karamoja, the same thing, you know, and the subjugation, because there was a roadblock after a few kilometers. You know, we went to Teso, same thing. We came from there, went to Kisoro, you know, not any different. Now, the last one before they came in to stop us was in Buikwe, here in Buganda. And wherever we go, we speak about the peculiar problems that are in those areas. And we also show them how to overcome them. We talked about sugarcane in Busoga, which was their bread and butter. But now, you know, it is taken over, especially by foreigners. We spoke about the minerals in Karamoja. We spoke about the past glory of Teso. Those people used to grow lots of cotton and benefit from it, but you know, even the greenery is nowhere to be seen anymore. Their roofla of Teso, you know, is not functioning anymore, thanks to the fact that they did not compensate their cattle that was taken. Same story everywhere. Here in Uganda, we spoke about the recent takeover of their coffee, which we all know is not anything to do with rationalization, but it's everything to do with economic impoverishment, with taking over everything that the people of Uganda have, just like they did it to Busoga, just like they did it to Teso, to Karamoja, and all these other regions.
BTN Media, Beyond the Newsroom. Bobi Wine era obubaka obulala bubono bwagenze maaso n'okubeera nga oba oliawo atuwa.
So they talking about this nonsense of rationalization, that's a joke. All these people, all these propagandists trying to make a case for the so-called rationalization on TV and on radio, those are paid propagandists. And at the right time, they should also be held accountable, because these are enablers of oppression. There were black people in South Africa that were talking a lot of so-called sense in support for apartheid. There were intelligent people that were speaking for Bashir, speaking for Mugabe, speaking for Saddam, when they were oppressing people.
Okay.
So even this, they will find so-called intellectuals who will come and use a lot of English, but only to impoverish people. So I'll say all the rationalization talk is absolute nonsense.
Yes.
Mbagaliza banywanyi bye munjagaliza nzedde niyo liku Beyond the Newsroom. Ebigambo byowulira mu programu eno byonna oba mawulire gano bibeera bivunaanyizibwa naddala kwoyo ssekinoomu abaavuddeyo n'agenda maaso n'okubeera nga ebiyogera. Disclaimer, si bigambo bya Beyond the Newsroom oba abakulu abaddukanya omukutu guno, wabula biba bigambo by'oyo ssekinoomu abagenze maaso n'okubeera nga oba oliawo abyogera. Mbagaliza bye munjagaliza, mubeere bulungi banywanyi, tusinkane nga Mungu asiimye.
Beyond the Newsroom, where untold story is revealed.